Hey, good morning, my online learner, and anyone else who maybe is watching this video. Today we are in class going to be talking about our taste buds and how we experience food through a sensory evaluation experiment. And even though you are at home, I'd like you to do this experiment at home along with us. It's a really fun one. It's a blind taste test. So, first thing we're doing in class is we are watching this video clip about the way we experience food. 5 different ways: salty, sour, sweet, bitter, and something called umami. Okay. And the second video talks all about this umami flavor, this fifth sense of how we experience specifically fatty foods. And in class, we are also going to be talking about how we not only experience food with our taste buds, but also with our eyes. So, how do we experience food when our sight is removed? So, our assignment that we have today, or our objectives, is we are going to identify how we taste and interpret the foods we eat, and then how we taste and interpret those foods when we have some of our senses removed. And then also down here it says we're going to identify how our senses, work together to kind of come to these conclusions. So what I have for you is right here is kind of some notes. I put online student assignment. This is actually kind of like my teacher notes. And this works because you're essentially your own teacher. So you get to see we are going to be using these tiny little Dixie cups here. You can use any sort of cup at home. It doesn't have to be a disposable one. Just has to be one where somebody can't see what is inside that cup, okay? And since we are talking about 5 different flavors, I would like you to have 5 different samples. And I'm going to do the same thing the first day of school. I'm going to dig through my fridge and see what different things I have. You don't have to go out and buy anything. Just you're kind of raiding your cupboards like, what could I do a little taste testing sample of? And then I'm going to put just a little sample of each of these in the cup, and I am not going to allow anyone in class to know what is in this cup. It's going to be a mystery. And I'd like you to do the same thing at home. You're going to fill up little cups with some mystery ingredients, and you need to decide who's going to be your taste tester at home. Can't be you. It's got to be somebody else. And yes, you're going to keep a secret what you had. And you're going to have to, hopefully talk them into trying these 5 different ingredients. And you can see I have some examples up here. You do not need to do these same examples. You just raid your fridge and see what you have. Then I would like you to present to your sampler your 5 ingredients. Now the key is they're going to have to close their eyes. So in class, maybe I'll record someone so you can see it sometime. It probably won't be until after the class happens though. They'll have their eyes closed, and I will say, close your eyes and tell me what you think is in this cup. And so since they're condiments, you could give someone at home like a little spoon. Sometimes we in class just have people dip their finger in and try it. And so they'll try it. And when they try it, have them describe it to you. So for example, mustard, okay? Mustard, if they reach in, they might go, oh, it's sour, it's vinegary. They're going to kind of describe it and then have them try to guess what they think it is. Now, the key is they cannot look at what is in there, because it's a lot more difficult for me just to rely on my taste buds than it would be to look down and say, oh, it's yellow. Oh, I make the correlation, it's yellow mustard. We're taking away that sight. So have them guess, okay? And again, they can't open their eyes. And, they make some guesses. Okay, thank you. Lay that one down. Then you're going to do your next one, okay? Oh, this one is sweet. It kind of tastes like maple syrup. It kind of tastes like something that would go on pancakes. Have them guess. So they're going to do 5 different samples. Same thing in class. In class, I'm going to coordinate those samples to the 5 different taste buds, so salty, sour, sweet, bitter, and umami. If you could do that at home, that would be great, but sometimes we're limited by what we have in our cupboards. Same with me. I go in our cupboards, and if I don't have anything that fits that, then I choose something else. Okay. So don't ever feel like you need to stick to the thing or you can't do it. We just do the best that we can. What else? Yeah, I like to do condiments over foods. So I wouldn't put like a potato chip in here. I kind of want to really be focusing on the flavor rather than the texture of the item. Okay. Yeah, so it's really fun. I pull up like 7 people to all do it, and they all experience the food in different ways, and we find that it's really challenging. Like even something, the hardest one is ketchup. Ketchup, something that we all are familiar with, yet without that sight, it's really difficult for someone to identify that, which is interesting because they say condiment ketchup is the super condiment, and in fact is like an umami flavor to it, which makes it interesting that it's hard to identify. Um, at home, yeah, like we said, I kind of wrote you a little note down here. Pull those samples from your cupboards, have someone in your family key his eyes closed to try to guess. At the end, same in class, you're kind of like the teacher, only at home. You're going to reveal, oh, that first one was ketchup. Oh, that second one, oh, it's barbecue sauce. Okay. And I think it'll be fun for the person who's trying it. And in fact, you could almost have someone in your family do that to you as well. Like you're doing it to your family member to see their response, but they could kind of flip the page and have you try it too. So, if you're like, oh, find me something, I want to test what it is, see if I can guess what it is, that would be fun for you to experience too at home. The last thing with our class is really going to be about documentation. Like, how can I see that you did this experiment and what were your results? Part of being that online learner is I need you to be like super clear. You're kind of like writing a lab report almost. So I'd like you to document that. If you want to record the person trying those different foods and their response, cool. If you want to just snap some pictures of the process, awesome. But I need to see some sort of visual evidence that you completed this assignment. And then along with that visual evidence, I would like you to kind of tell me a summary of that experience based off of the videos that we watched. And I linked the videos right over here. What was your interpretation of this day? For class, they're going to be doing that same thing. They're going to have their ticket out of the door. How did they experience this? Were they surprised about anything? Was it easy? Was it difficult? And it really is going to be playing into the fact that our sight is very important for how we perceive food. A lot of times, if we see food, we know if we will like it or not just based off of its visual appearance. So it really is going to play into next week when we talk about how making our food visually appealing is very important. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please email me. Oh, we got an announcement coming in. Oh, Mr. Fearbin's being paged. Please email me at any time. And then at the end of the day, know that flexibility is the name of the game of this online learning. So know that I'm 100% flexible. If you have a question and you want to try something different, if you want to tweak the experiment a little bit, I'm gonna say yes, okay? So just always know I'm very flexible and I look forward to see what you're doing at home, and I think your family will be really excited about their involvement too, and yeah, so keep me posted. If we could get this in by the end of the week, I think that would be a good timeline for us. So chat soon. Talk to you later. Bye.